recording. Hi CNC students. Today we want to go over some of the basics of touching off our lathe tooling. And as you guys know, in the lathe we have two axis of movement, right? The Z axis, which will set the tools from the front of our material, and our X axis move, which will set off our diameters on our tool. This is a finished NIMS part, and we need to set off our tools so our machine knows where our tooling is from home. So obviously we're going to start with a blank piece of stock that looks like this. We're going to secure that safely into our chuck jaws. One quick safety note is we never want to remove our hand from that chuck key. While we have it, we want to make sure our material gets nice and snug and safely put our chuck key away. So in this example, we're going to use tool number one. We're just going to set one tool off and touch. The Z axis, the way we have it programmed, is all the tools will come off the front of the material. Okay? So I already have tool number one called out. Let's go to our controller. We're going to go to handle jog in our Z axis, and we're going to gently move our axis forward until we get in front, right in the front of our part. Now there's multiple different ways to do this. Basically what we need to do is just touch to the front of our part. So I'm going to bring my tool over, and I'm going to lightly touch the front of the face of that piece of material. And I'm going to set my Z0 position from that location in the tool. Now the machine knows where it's at, so when I go to touch my tool off, it's going to record that position from home to the front of my material. To do that in our offset page, we're going to go to offsets. You see number one is already highlighted, so it knows what tool is on. Right now both the X and Z are set at 0. So I'm going to touch Z face measure. When I hit Z face measure, we get a number of -22 and some change. That's setting for tool number one only, our Z position. Now we want to go set our X axis position. And this one's basically just as easy. We just need to know one more piece of information, and that's the size of our stock. So let's go back to handle jog. We're going to safely come out in X. Move our Z axis forward till we're on the part. Oops. And we're going to slowly move forward until we touch our outside diameter. You can turn your spindle on and make a small cut at this point to establish a better diameter. That'll give you a better offset. But for this example, we're just going to touch raw stock as I am now. So this is 3-inch diameter stock at this time. So I'll come back to my controller. When I'm touching my X axis, I'm going to leave my machine right where it's at, so it is touching. And I'm going to go to my offset page, tool number one. I'll hit X diameter measure. You're going to get a pop-up screen down here that tells you to enter your diameter and what diameter that is. So now I'm going to type in 3.00 is the diameter of the stock that I'm touching. You'll notice right now my X diameter is -2.7646. When I tell it it's a 3-inch diameter, it's going to calculate where the 0 position of that spindle is. Our X axis is right through the center line of that spindle. So as I push enter, I get a message saying, hey, this is a big offset. You sure you want to do this? Yes, we do want to do that. And that 3-inch offset that number now to -5.7646. So it added a 3-inch diameter into that offset, which is exactly what we wanted. Now at this point, we can safely move our tooling away from our material, and I want to come back in Expert and then back my Z off. And if I need to go and do additional tools like a finishing tool or another groove tool, whatever I may need to finish my NIMS part, I can do that at this point. All right, keep safe. Remember to always take that chuck key out and set every tool offset every time you do a job. Okay, have fun. We'll talk later.